just what not was the right to me, so I ended up stopping. But if that was closer to me, I would have kept doing it. It just feels so magical, but also running on, even just like hitting the rings. In a general, that can still be a hobby. Surfing, paddleboarding, kayaking is all incredible for your body. Skiing on snowboarding or even things like aerial sports. I haven't tried anything like that personally, but it seems very fun. And lastly, I would say horseback relay sport which are very fun because you get to work with animals. But I will say they are a bit more expensive, but then the other subcategory I would say is adventures and outdoor, and I would also include horseback riding. Riding in this one but from a different perspective. You can do horseback riding as a sport where you are like learning to jump over things and taking it more seriously. But then you can also do horseback riding from a very calm, leisurely perspective where you can just ride a horse slowly through nature and not really have to direct it as much. I would say that's less of a sport and more of just like night outdoor activity. But then another wonderful outdoor hobby is gardening as well as hiking or even just walking, just walking on nice asphalt path. It doesn't have to be through, the mud. And everything is could just be going on night was or outside. I do think that's when you have a life, when you have like a good physical hobby that you really love and you really enjoy. Another plus to that is that it can also help you stay healthy and stay in shape. Now the third categories of hobbies are intellectual hobbies, so great for stimulating the mind. Now I would consider there are three different intellectual hobby category, so that in learning which would include learning of any sort, learning a new language, learning about art, learning about history, or really just learning about anything that piques your interest. For me, I love to learn about ecologies, and I love learning and understanding human behavior. Learn something that's actually truly picture your interesting. For example, even if you are absolutely not interesting as a follower, you are naturally intuitively drawn. Now the second category would be reading, so they would be reading any sort of non-fiction book, but also reading fiction novel. Right, this doesn't just have to be about you learning new things and like reading business book or self-development book or philosophy. This could just be you reading fiction, fantasy novel because you love it. And the last is intellectual hobby would be the problem solving subcategory. And honestly, I don't know what else to put in this on itself for chess. I am sure there are other hobbies that are quite similar, but I do think that chess is a rather interesting hobby. I think having an intellectual hobby like reading or just making sure that you are still learning things as an author is really important, because if we are not actually working our brain, then sometimes we can start to lose some good functions in there, and we can sometimes start to struggle in conversations, and we're not as easy to take to when we are kids. We are always learning new things, right? When we in school, we are always learning new things. We are far too. But then when we become an adult, all that and that learning has to be a choice on our part, and you can easily tell the difference between people to keep learning and as others and people who don't.